Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a general reading for Libra. Just want to apologize in advance for any background noise. It's raining. I don't know if you can hear that, but I apologize, Libra. And shout out to my new subscribers. I appreciate you. But if you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. Just remember, Libra, it's a big world, so it is general, and this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Libra. Now, I will say I've been sensing that you're going through a big change. A lot of you. It's like you're going through it, but you don't know where you're going. You're kind of like in limbo. You're questioning a lot, maybe even fighting against the current. Um, there's been a lot of difficulties, challenges that have came up in your recent past. Some of you are still going through it presently, but it's going to end. Okay, and I do feel like it's not only going to end, but it's almost like there's a whole transformation, a whole shift happening, okay, that you don't realize um on the grand scale of things, okay, is what I'm sensing. I do feel like actually you guys are going to be surprised about a few things is what I'm sensing. Okay, for some reason, whatever transformation you're going through, I do feel like there are certain things that may happen, or maybe that you witness or learn or whatever, that is actually going to give you more strength and more determination to end certain things in your life, that whatever doesn't serve you, but also to really, I guess, be the creator of how you want your life to be. But even like your mind, like your state of mind, it's like you're changing everything to be a certain way, okay? And at some point you're gonna like really feel ignited, you're gonna really feel inspired. So I feel like you're gonna get like some boost of energy, okay? But let's get into the cards, see what comes out, Libra. Okay, I do feel some of you worry a lot. So there may be things that are lingering or going on, or that you've been through recently, that has you thinking a lot. Be careful with that, okay? Some of you may be having trouble sleeping or even focusing. Okay, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just telling you what I sense. The way these flipped out, how I sense it is kind of both ways, okay, in reverse and upright. You have the Four of Cups. Sorry for the glare. Okay. You have the Three of Wands. You don't want to miss opportunities, Libra. You don't want to miss experiences. And what I'm sensing from this is that even if everything is not how you want it, we don't live in a perfect world, but even if there's things that you're trying to do and they're just not where you want them to be at the moment, there is still other things that you can be doing. Okay, and I feel like some of you might have even done things that are gonna like come back to you, and you're kind of like waiting and wondering if it's gonna bring something, and I sense that it is, and maybe that's where that boost of energy and that inspiration may come from. Some of you, you have the Judgment in reverse. I told you, transformation, rebirth. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, first of all, I feel like you're already transformed, okay, but it's like you're going through another transformation, okay? And some of you, I do feel like some of you might have either recently traveled or you're gonna travel, but it's like bittersweet is how I'm sensing it. It's like some of you may be reuniting with people or just seeing people you haven't seen in a while. At the same time, the reason might be not the best reason. Like maybe something happened that led to that, or there could have been something that, happened or a situation in your life where you're like, you know what, let me get away and, be with people that I care about. I just feel like there's like a bittersweetness to it. Or it could just be, like I said, that something happened and you need to travel, but at the same time, you're maybe seeing people that you care about, even though it's triggered by something difficult and challenging, is what I'm sensing. Look, I knew you guys were too worried. Okay. Be careful with how you think. Okay. The thoughts, how you perceive things, especially the road ahead. Okay. This transformation that you're going through can be difficult, but it's worth it. Okay. Let go of the past, and it's hard to stop worrying when we're always replaying things. And I feel like some of you are doing that with the Five of Cups. Okay. If you notice, she's more focused on the spilled cups. Okay. Yet she has two there that are full. Okay. She even has balloons. Okay. Something recently happened. Like I said, it could be a relationship with the Lovers in reverse. It could be choices that you made. I do feel like for most of you, it's multiple things. Okay. I feel like you have to make some difficult choices. Okay. And it's like something triggered it, something led up to needing to do that. Okay. Needing to choose wisely about certain things or just make difficult decisions. There was a turning point, okay, recently. I do feel like some of you are still going through it, okay, in some degree. That's why I said it's like you're still going through this transformation that you're not really fully aware of, or at least not fully aware of what the outcome will be, but you really have nothing to worry about. I feel like you need to work more on clearing your mind, staying positive, working on whatever you can do at the moment. Okay. I feel like there may be things that are going on or things that you're thinking about that you cannot control. Maybe you can't control it at all, or maybe you can't control it just at the present time, but it's something heavily on your mind. Okay. You need to release that. Okay. There may even be things in the past also that, like I said, you replay. Release that. It's over. It's done. Okay. Your top card is the Devil. Maybe some of these situations have to do with people, because you do have the Lovers and then you have the Devil, but I have a feeling some of it may be bad decisions. We all make mistakes, learn from it. Some of you may be around people that are negative. So maybe that's why I was kind of feeling the bittersweet. Maybe it's both. You're, reuniting, but yet there's some trigger to it. Maybe it was from other people, maybe some event, something trigger it. Be careful, because I also feel like this has a lot to do with your thoughts. Keep them clean. Okay. Don't feel like you're stuck, because I don't feel like you're stuck. Okay. With that Three of Wands, I kind of feel like you can really expand and do a lot. I just feel like you need the motivation to do so. You need that spark, that inspiration. Okay. By balancing, working on clearing your mind, I do feel like you can find it and look at everything again, Libra, because like I said, maybe there are things you cannot do at the moment, but there are other things that you can, and that will help you just stay busy and continue to help you move forward. And when the time comes, those other things will, fall into place also. Okay. Because I don't really feel like some of the things you want to do or you're trying to accomplish, I don't really feel like you can't do it. I just feel like certain things you cannot do right now. For some of you, it may even stem from some decisions that you have made, and you may be kind of beating yourself up over it. Don't do that. Learn from it, move on. Use what you can work with at the present time. Those 2 cups that are full, there's nothing you can do about the 3 that are spilled, right? Your bottom card is the Page of Cups. Sorry for the glare. I gotta fix that. So I do feel like for some of you, this may even be family related, maybe even love. For some of you, it could have to do with both, okay? And what I mean that maybe there's children involved, maybe there's family members involved, okay? But I do feel like it's multiple people, so be careful with your surroundings. I do feel like I said before, at some point you're gonna have this determination to really make your life the way you want it, and Libra, that includes following your dreams. He's a dreamer, she, he, whatever. Okay. Look at things more like, well, kind of like a child. You know how children are so curious, they're so hopeful, they're so curious. I was gonna say curious again, but just looking at everything like with like awe, like everything's amazing and new to them, and I kind of feel like they want you to look at life like that. Okay. And also, like I said, follow your dreams, because I kind of feel like first of all, I feel like, sorry, I keep doing that, I keep messing with the card where you can't see it, but I kind of feel like it would help you heal. Maybe do something that you wanted to do maybe when you were younger, maybe some skill or talent that you gave up. Sometimes life takes its course and we kind of grow out of things, but I feel like for some of you, there's something that you're just good at, and I feel like you should tap into that. If you notice, they're painting something here. Maybe some of you are painters, okay? Maybe some of you are poets, whatever it is, maybe you just collect things, whatever makes you happy, okay? But also, pursue your goals, okay? But I just feel like you should have some hobby or something, because I feel like it would help you heal. It would also help you clear your mind, okay? I do feel like some of you are fighting over someone. I don't really feel like it's love. And what I mean by that, it's not like a third party type of thing. It may be a couple fighting, it may be family members fighting over someone. They either did something, or maybe everyone has a different opinion about this person. Okay, because I'm also sensing that from that page. You may even hear some things. For some of you, this may be like, a little family scandal here. Be careful, because I kind of feel like everyone is just not listening. I think everyone is more focused on what happened instead of resolving it. Also, know that we go do lessons, okay? I feel like there are a lot of people around you that also need to learn things the way you have, okay? I'm saying that because I feel like you need to remember that when you're dealing with them, especially whoever that young person is, because I do feel like they're younger than whoever's arguing here. It could be, a couple of years, or it could be, a few years. But there is, because I kind of feel like everyone's like kind of telling this person what they're supposed to do. Oh, you're not supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. So I do feel like they're younger. Actually, some of you may have to defend this person. And I'm saying that because even if they made a mistake, which I do feel like they did, in some way, okay? Whether it was intentional or not. I don't know what they did, but they did something, okay? Even if it was, in the heat of the moment, saying something disrespectful, whatever it is. I do feel like there are people that may be taking it to a whole nother level and are forgetting that this person is young. And well, I honestly, Libra, they should look at themselves because not for nothing, they're not so great. Okay. It's almost like they're judging someone when they did worse. Okay. So that's why I mean, you might have to defend this person, even if they did something wrong. You might have to defend them because I feel like they may be cornered by people that, well, they don't have the best habits themselves. Okay. So maybe that's some of that, difficult decisions and choices that you have to make between people, sides. Okay. But, just remember what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And just remember that the person is young and learning. And I just feel like the people that are kind of, pointing or saying things here aren't the best role models. They're not the best examples. I just feel like it's kind of odd that they're even saying anything. Very judgy. Very judgy is how I'm sensing it. Let's see what else we have. And in the future, you may have to put up some boundaries here because I kind of feel like you've dealt with these people before, not just with this page, whoever that is to you. I feel like there are just people that meddle a lot in your business and always have something to say, and they say things to people that are very close to you. And I kind of feel like it's still younger people. It's almost like they try to change their minds or maybe even brainwash, okay? And there's someone, or maybe it's more than one person, they like to pin people against each other. They like to instigate, they like to pin people against each other. I hate to say it, but it's almost like they get a kick out of it. I feel like you know who it is, and I feel like it's hard for you to avoid them. Try your best, okay? Do what's right for you, and maybe that's, like I said, part of the difficult decisions that you have to make, okay? Because you're going to a whole nother chapter. Like I said, this is like total transformation, a rebirth, and you learn so much. You gotta, it's hard to practice though. It's hard to practice. I apologize about the light, okay? I guess I didn't check it out before I started because I know I keep putting it like where it's dark, okay? Sorry, Libra. Potion. Remember to practice self-love. See, it's practice. Even like protecting yourself against negative people, thoughts, situations. It takes practice. Okay? Continue to do that. But that would also help you be able to ease your mind, have some peace, and stop worrying so much. Okay? Which justice is coming. Justice is coming. I have a feeling that has a lot to do with, well, like I said before, I feel like people are fighting over something, but I still feel like whoever's involved, they've done you dirty in the past. Like I feel like it's almost like their days are numbered. I just feel like there may be a situation where they're like exposed or where they just become straight up powerless. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's this turning point for you. But I feel like it's weird because I kind of just, the way I saw it, it's almost like someone lifted a fog and like everything's exposed. The naysayers. their dirty little things that they do. And I don't know why, but I feel like there's some secrets going on here too. Maybe connected to that page, maybe just, family members. But I feel like there are definitely things being exposed here, and people are going to have to own up to things. Okay, so justice is definitely coming. Okay, in some form here. I have a feeling that there may be a group of people that see you now for who you truly are that's coming with this, but I also feel like there may be some kind of agenda, some kind of motive being exposed. And even for some, it backfires. It backfires. Actually, the backfire might be what clears up that fog. Because I feel like it's almost like everyone's going to know what truly happened. There may be something going on where there's like missing pieces, or someone's giving half truths, or just straight up lying. Because I feel like there's going to be pieces put together, and people are going to understand and truly see what's going on. And that is the justice that's coming, because it's almost like it's clearing your name, but not that, just that it's helping you kind of shed the whole situation. But even not just that, even energetically, because I feel like with this, it's going to make you kind of truly have, like I said, that determination to move on completely, even from people and situations that do not serve you. Like I said, you're like truly becoming a whole different person. Okay. But with that, you gotta practice, right? You gotta practice staying calm, clearing your thoughts, like I said earlier. All right. Keeping them clean, and also just putting up those boundaries, not letting anyone cross the line here. Okay. And remember that everyone's learning, because I feel like you're going to need to, like, possibly stick up for that person a little bit. Okay. But that is your message, Libra. I hope it helps in some way, and good luck.